Good morning and hello again YouTube, just coming back onto the third recording session of my Netherlands playthrough, which is going good so far. We are plugging for a scientific victory using Netherlands extra food from the polders, which is sort of working quite well. Just loading up again, yeah, just sort of swinging back into it after getting back from my holiday really. It's nice to come back and be able to do a bit of recording. I've left the graphics where they are for now. If it really does get too bad, then I can turn them down, but we will see very quickly, I'm sure. So as you can see, we're about 1400 AD, about 1390 to be precise. Let's just let the map load very quickly. And you can see that we are doing okay when we go into the demographics. Here we go. So we're 4% above average literacy, which is pretty good. And we're just about there on a lot of these other bits and pieces. Manufactured goods isn't that good, but we've been focusing on food. Food with okay, fair enough. We're not that big on, but we don't have many cities, so I'm not surprised that we're not winning that one. Soldiers is the biggest worry, especially with the Zulus on our borders. But we have been so far able to sort of keep them from snooping around too much. Marble and dyes deal has ended with Egypt. Let's have a look and see if we can get that one going. Yeah, marble and dyes. Done. Like so. Just gets our happiness up a little bit more. Remembering, of course, that the Netherlands, we get to keep the +2 happiness from luxuries that we've traded away, which is pretty handy. It's giving us that 6 extra happiness and has been for most of the game, which is pretty good. Right, this caravan is new, so we can pick a trade route as we like, really. We seem to get 8 or 9 science from most of the places, so we may as well just send them to a city-state, to be honest. It at least, there we go, yeah. It's safe. It's in our territory. It's not a bad route at all. Let's keep that going. So we are teching to radio as quickly as possible. I think radio in 14 whatever would be pretty good achievement, to be honest. We're getting to radio quickly to get us into the modern era as soon as possible. Open borders. Do we want open borders with Kashmir? No, we're starting to shut our borders down a little bit now. Everyone else is beginning to get tourism here and there, and we want to make it as difficult as we can for them to take over us culturally. So as you can see, we're going into radio, and the reason we're going into radio is that if we look at the tech tree, we did this with India and with Polynesia as well. You can see here that it only takes 3 techs to get from the Renaissance era all the way to the modern era. And the advantage of getting to the modern era is that you can very quickly upgrade and get an ideology. Which ideology we get is going to be a good question, actually. I'm not sure. I haven't given it much thought. We've been winging it, as it were, so far. So we'll see what happens. Has our caravel now made a loop around the world? It has. Wonderful. We've proved that the world was round. Because no one knew that before. Okay, public schools are fairly close to being finished in Amsterdam, which is good. That'll give us a good science boost. The Zulus want to be our friends now. I'm actually going to let that happen. Even if we end up angering other people around us, the Zulus are very, very bloodthirsty, so keeping them on side is good. I assume they would be very likely to deceive us. I don't know much about the Zulus, to be honest, but yeah, we're treating that friendship with a pinch of salt. Let's say that much. Okay, workers, get some food. Tasty. You workers have already got lots of food there. That's great. You can see there, we still haven't worked this dyes. I was hoping that we'd get that dyes tile before now, but it hasn't been worked, unfortunately, by our city, which is a little pain, but never mind. Yeah, let's build a farm here. Rotterdam can actually reach that. Awesome. Okay, so the turns are sort of progressing fairly quickly. I think I'm spending more time on my turns than I am waiting for the computer, so I can't complain. It's not too bad, really, is it? Okay. They want to go to war with the Kashmir, with Poland. No, we can let them do that, but that's fine. Poland are fairly advanced. They're doing fairly well, so If they want to do that, then that helps me out in the long run, so I'm going to let them. Eiffel Tower could be useful for getting us a bit of extra happiness, but it's not really that useful to us, to be honest. Here we go. Okay, so we've got a workshop almost finished in Utrecht, and we've actually got a public school in Amsterdam as well. Now that will give us, hopefully, quite a bit of extra science. Hopefully that'll shoot from 383 quite nicely. A research agreement? Yeah, I'd be willing to sign a research agreement with you. But actually, no, for now, I just want to hold off because I want to save up enough money to get a public school in Rotterdam first. Then I'll start to sign some research agreements. Says Ryan, in famous last words that are constantly forgotten. I appreciate that. We'll keep going. It'll be fine. Okay. Oh my god. I've actually stolen from Ursa. Wow. That's quite handy. And I can steal. Steel. Haha. Stealing steel. Thank you. I can't believe I haven't got steel. It would take, I think, 1 turn to research it myself, but oh well. It's not too bad, really. Okie dokie. Now, workshops are great. That's awesome. We can use that to boost our production up a little bit. Stoneworks would get marble and stone up a little bit, which would be good. But Colosseum, I think, to get us that happiness bonus. Let's do that. And public school. Awesome. We can work this guy. Yeah, you can see, so we were on, what, 380? And we've gone to 420 now, so that's good. Oxford University. You can see here, it's not worth getting. Radio is so close to finishing now. I want to get a bank, really, don't I? Oh, no, but I can live without a bank for now. A Musicians Guild, an Artists Guild, all of these things are... Let's get those quickly. Actually, do I want to get those? Yeah, I do. Let's get those. Come on. Settle down, man. These workers have pretty much worked everywhere we can. Let's go and get that hill there quickly. Yeah, we're pretty much working all of our land now, which is cool. It's weird not playing Liberty and having such slow improvements in all the land, but we're living. My agents go where they please. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to be honest. I'd rather Poland get annoyed with me on that front than lie to them. I forgive you. If you remember, so as we found out through multiple playthroughs now, lying to the AI is worse than actually doing something bad to them. Nuking them, they won't like that, but if you lie to them about nuking them and then nuke them, they will really, really dislike you. So, we'll be upfront. Okay. Wow, so slow. Radio. Awesome, modern era. In 1440. Ha ha ha. It's not bad, really, is it? Okay, where are we going to move our spy to? I might move him back, actually, to Thebes. I know we couldn't steal anything from there, but we've got so much at the bottom of the tree that we haven't worked yet that I think it's worth doing. Okay, plastics is our next goal. Let's just see where that's going to take us, because that'll get us research labs, and research labs are handy, to say the least. And that'll take us through industrialization as well, rifling. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. Although, actually, no, first of all, we're going to go to fertilizer. Reason being is we can up our food and our production in all of our cities. That'll help massively, and then we go for plastics, like so. Wonderful. Let's do that. Mr. X. I like that, Mr. X. Wonderful. Okay, Amsterdam, almost population 21. That's good. Fertilizer will just help to push all of our cities above the sort of the threshold cap that we seem to be encountering with a lot of them, actually. It should help a lot. Almost at a golden age as well, which is quite nice. Okay, World Congress welcome city-states, because I am there. Also, okay, right. Now you can see the pictures have sorted themselves out. Yay! It all looks so much better than how we've been playing it. I'm really happy about that. I really am. But there we go. Now, in terms of which tenant to get, freedom and order are normally the best two for a science victory. Autocracy doesn't really get you much to doing that. But the differences are that freedom tend to be more specialist focused, I'd say. Order is more base city stat focused. So order does you really well if you want to expand across lots of cities, but we've only got 3. So we'll take a look here at some of the tenants that we can get. And obviously things like great people are born 25%, that'll be good. Happiness as well, that's quite handy. Lots of happiness things from order. You can see here that we'll get lots of extra production from all the mines and quarries we've got, and factories will increase science. Now that's really good for order as well. And also, great engineer and great scientist for 3. So order does actually have quite a few good ones. And freedom we've used quite a lot recently. So freedom again, 25% extra. It helps to increase the food and the size of our cities, which is quite good. Yeah, we've gone for freedom so often that let's go for order. Let's change it up a little bit. We could have gone for either, and actually freedom probably would have had the edge, I'd say, but let's do it. So, rate at which great people are born has increased by 25%. There we go, more great scientists. That's good. Let's get +2 happiness from monuments as well. You can see here, that's worth 6 happiness for us. Good. So we're now nicely happy. Okay, choose host. I have a feeling Egypt's going to win this. So I'm going to let Egypt be host, I think. I'm going to vote them in. Make them friends of us.